Hi everyone. So I'm gonna be a little quiet because it's already after 11 here. It's been a long day, but a good day. A good day. I'm gonna do it a little different this time. I'm just gonna go straight into pulling some cards, and I'm gonna start with the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. Okay, so we'll just see what comes up. General reading for the energies for the next week. What you guys need to know, just general guidance, anything that might be important. Okay. Funny story too. I started earlier trying to record and everything was going crazy. My videos kept freezing. They wouldn't play the music. And then my phone randomly just stopped recording about 3 minutes in, 4 minutes in. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take a break and I'll come back to this and do this in a little while. And so that's what I did. And so here we are. Hopefully it works this time. All right. Energies for this week. So for the week will be from today, Tuesday the 18th, until this coming Tuesdays. Nope. Got one. Any more? I take that as a yes. All right. Let's see what this one is. So we have slow and steady, rock bottom, and coming to life, 12, 10, and 29. I mean, rock bottom is pretty self-explanatory, but there's always more to it, right? Let's see, so number 10. Surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom. That's what it says. It says, as difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've reached a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you've been doing things. Perhaps you've hit a proverbial brick wall or experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. The old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move onward and upward. A new direction and a new strategy are called for. The only way out is through surrender. Accept things as they are and admit that you have no idea what to do next. If you wait in that heartfelt moment of release, then a stairway will appear, like magic, and all manner of synchronicities will show you the way to higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. I feel like we're getting a lot about surrender in the readings that I've been doing. It seems to be the general theme. I know it's the hardest thing to do for most of us, but if you just try starting little baby steps, instead of on the big deals, you know, the big issues in your life, instead of trying to fully surrender on those first, focus on smaller things, simpler things, day-to-day things, like not controlling, you know, exactly how your kids or your significant other or whoever in your life does something or handles a situation. Surrender control of trying to make sure that everyone at work is doing things the way that they're supposed to. However it is that you feel is something you can tackle, start there. Okay, start there, keep it simple, and then slowly progress, and you'll see as you go, you realize, wow, that wasn't so hard. And so the next time it gets a little bit easier and a little bit easier. And then next thing you know, you're fully surrendering with all of the really big things in your life as well, because you feel more confident in your ability to be able to truly surrender. It's not that, you don't trust the divine or anything like that. For many of us, at least, it's not that. It's just that we don't know how to fully step out of the way and let things go, because our whole lives here we're kind of programmed to just control this, control that. Well, make sure you this, make sure you the other. You've got to have this schedule, you've got to do this way, you've got to do that the other way. And when it comes to things as a whole, that's not how it works. So it's really hard to let go of that control, but once you do, things will start to fall into place. Okay. And yes, slow and steady, right? Baby steps. That's funny. And then coming to life. What's at the bottom? We'll keep going. We'll keep going first. Number 12. Slow and steady wins the race, of course. Everybody loves that saying, right? It says, remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race. This is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of life. Savor them. That's very true. I will say that is one thing that I personally noticed when I was able to finally start surrendering, was that the simple things, the day-to-day, just conversations with my kids or friends or family, whoever, honestly, anybody, you can really focus on them more. You can really see people. You hear them. You're there present fully with them. And that's beautiful. That in itself is beautiful. It's a blessing. And realizing that motivates you and gives you even more strength to just be able to stay in that surrender so that you can continue to fully enjoy the moment that you're in. Because that's all that really matters, is your present moment. All right. So the next one is coming to life. And I'm not going to read the reversals on these. I'm just going to read them as they are, since none of them came out in reverse. So number 29, coming to life. Something beautiful is being born in your life. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you've shed skins and identities and created new ones, or at the very least matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. Things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own. This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you could possibly imagine. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. It's funny because when you find yourself being present in the little day-to-day things, like speaking to a coworker, or fully being in a moment and not ignoring your dog when they come and lay their head on your lap, instead you look at them and you see their ears perk up a little and their tail wag, and you can just see that gleam in their eye. They're so happy. Oh, you're looking at me, you're connecting with me. We can always tell what's going on with our pets, and you'll feel it. You'll know, hey, maybe they want you to cuddle with them. Maybe they want to go play. Maybe they just want you to talk to them. But you'll know, and you'll truly be present in that moment. And think about it this way also. When you're actually present in that moment, you're so focused on the beauty of that moment, you're not thinking about all the other stuff that you've been trying to control. So you're actually surrendering fully to the big picture as well. See what I mean? My music keeps freezing up and then starting back up. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to go with it. 1001 when I looked up, by the way. So yes, okay, so we have rock bottom, slow and steady, and coming to life. Something that you've been wanting to manifest, something you've been praying about a lot, it's coming. It's coming. I mean, look at her hand, how it's glowing. And she's literally coming to life from whatever statue or, yeah, she was a sculpture. And she's actually coming to life. And there's a butterfly at the bottom. Butterflies are like transformation. So be gentle with yourself. Changes are coming, changes are happening. And that's funny because the butterfly, the transformation, the girl in this one, she has like a masquerade mask, but it's a butterfly. And then she has her own wings, but it's almost like she's out, but she's not fully out. There's this, it's a shell, but it looks more like a cocoon because it's green. And she's still coming out of that. She's not fully out yet. But look at her face. She looks so disappointed. I hope it can focus. But she looks disappointed, almost frustrated that she's not out flying around yet. It's gonna happen. You're just not ready yet. Be patient with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. The stuff you've been working on, you were at rock. I'm feeling like this isn't now. This is where you were, this rock bottom. And that's where whatever this manifestation is, that's where that came from, was from when you were at this point. When you hit rock bottom, something happened that completely flipped your world upside down. 1212 when I looked up. Something flipped your world upside down, and it made you fully realize what you truly wanted and gave you that razor sharp focus. And that's where you did the beginning of the manifestation that's coming true now. This is happening now. You're almost there. You're like, look at her. She's almost ready to go. And there's so much light in this card as well. But it's not quite time yet. And just like in this one, coming to life, it's not quite time yet. Look at her. She's ready to go. She's dancing already, even though she's still partially stoned, guys. She's dancing. She's coming to life dancing already. It's going to be beautiful when it finally happens. But if you can't keep yourself focused on the little day-to-day things and appreciate those, be thankful for those, give thanks and show your gratitude, feel those blessings all of the time because they're always there. You always have something to be grateful for. If you take just even a minute to really think about what you have that others in the world don't have, but would love so much to have, and some would even kill for, it kind of starts to put things in perspective. You have way more than you think you do. You're just not seeing the forest for the trees. Okay? Be patient and be gentle with yourself. You're not doing anything wrong. It's really hard to fully surrender. It's an ongoing process. You're constantly, it's something you're constantly working on, something you're constantly having to improve because we're human at the end of the day, right? And we do tend to fall back sometimes and then go forward. Sometimes you have to, take 2 steps back in order to move forward more. It may seem like you're going backwards, but you're not. It's almost like when you turn into a parking space and you're coming in and you realize, oh, you're a little too close this way, a little too close that way, and you may hit the other vehicle for whatever reason. Or maybe you're almost all the way in, but you realize you're super crooked. You're too close where you won't be able to get out of your car. So you pop it in reverse and you go back. You're not missing your parking space. You're not losing it. It's right there. You can feel it. You see it. It's right there. All you've got to do is put it back in drive and keep going. But if you sit there in reverse and you start bitching and complaining for whatever reason, oh, I'm not in the parking spot yet. Oh, my manifestation hasn't come true yet. Whatever I'm working on. Oh, why am I still in this situation? You're still there because you're still thinking about it. You're still there because you're focused on the finish line instead of what's right in front of you. You wouldn't do that if you were running, with the hurdles, the races with the hurdles. If those runners looked only at the finish line, do you seriously think that they would make all those hurdles? Or would they literally fall on their faces? You have to be able to see where your next step is, where you're going. So focus on what's in front of you right now, what you can control day to day, which is actually enjoying your day to day. 1616. Okay? So focus on those things. Focus on the people around you. Everyone right now, everyone is going through something internally. Everyone. And not all of us express what we're going through. And I'm pretty sure you've already had someone come to mind that you know that's like that. And now you're probably wondering, I wonder how they're doing. At least I hope you wonder that. Maybe take the time to say, hey, how have you been doing? I've just been thinking about you. Reach out to people. If you're sitting there and all you have to do is you're watching crap ass TV and you're just sitting there thinking about, oh, why hasn't this or why hasn't that? That's a waste of time. Why not instead think, well, maybe I should check in on my mom or my dad or my sister, my brother, my cousin, whoever. Maybe I should check in on my old friend from high school that I haven't talked to in like 2 years for whatever reason, because hey, life happens. Then you don't necessarily need to call them. You could send them a text message or however you communicate with them and just say, hey, I was just thinking about you. I hope you're okay. And then when they respond, fully be there in that moment, fully focus on that situation, on that person that you're interacting with. You will notice so many things and you will get signs from that. You will get signs all over the place. When you fully focus and you're present in the present moment, things just start, first of all, everything speeds up, okay? And secondly, you start seeing synchronicities and signs everywhere. I mean everywhere, okay? From cars around you in rush hour to freaking billboards, random posts that will pop up on your Instagram as you're just scrolling and you'll be like, whoa, where did this come from? Wow, look at that. Stuff like that. Those things will start to happen, but you have to stay present. And I keep saying that. I feel like this is something that keeps coming up, but you've already been rock bottom. For some of you, you're there right now, but I feel like for most of you, you've been there. You've been at rock bottom. Look at where you're at right now. Look at how different you are as a person. Okay? Give yourself credit for the work that you've done. Give yourself credit for acknowledging things that you needed to acknowledge and work on. Most people don't even get past that step right there. Okay? They refuse to acknowledge that they need to change anything about themselves. Denial much? Okay, but most people never get past that step. You're already past that step. You've acknowledged. Okay? And what you've prayed for, what you're manifesting, slow and steady, okay? Slow and steady wins the race. It's happening. You're almost there. It's going to happen faster than you think. But that's once you surrender, okay? It's going to be beautiful when it does. Look at that light in her hand. It's a beautiful gift coming. But don't focus on it. Don't focus on what exactly is that gift going to be. Is it going to be for my finances? Oh, is it going to be for romance? Is it going to be, for my family life? Is it going to be a new career change? It doesn't matter. What matters is that there's a beautiful gift with your name on it from the divine coming in. But you need to let go of trying to control when it comes in, how it comes in, what specifically it's going to be. Stop that. Stop putting a timeline on it. The more you do that, you're making everything take longer. And sometimes, you'll set it up to where it's going to be a whole lot longer than you could ever imagine for it to fully come back around. And you don't want to do that. Bottom of the deck, Wizard of Awareness. Wizard of Awareness. Being aware of what you're doing, making sure you're staying present in the moment so that you're not, shooting yourself in the foot with your manifestations and your hopes and your dreams. He's very pensive. He's just sitting there, really focused, thinking. It's almost like he knows everything, but he just seems like none of that matters, like he's just there. A snake? So the smoke around his staff or light, whatever this is, it looks like a snake to me. And snakes shed their skin, which is like a transformation. This is the number 3. So that's 2 3s here. It's a sign that your guardian angels, they say if you look at angel numbers, it's a sign that your guardian angels are letting you know that they're around. Let's see what this one says in the book. Your soul knows best. Be still and observe. Which explains why he knows already. See, I was right. He knows everything, but he's just chilling. He's just sitting there like, all right, cool. Yeah, I know. All my dreams are going to come true. It's cool. I'm just going to sit here and relax anyways. I'm not going to stress. Look. He's not bothered by anything. I'm getting Zeus vibes from him too. Yeah. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you as well. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go. Experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. So that's what I said. It's all good. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. See, when you define or limit what you're experiencing, that's what I was talking about with stop trying to, control knowing what that gift is going to be, when it's going to come, how it's going to come, how long it's going to take from this moment now. Stop trying to control all of that. Be fully present in the moment. And like I said, those synchronicities will pick up. Things will start to move really fast once you do that. And that's where a lot of people also kind of fall off the wagon, if you will, because then you start obsessing over all those things you're seeing, and then you start focusing again on that, whatever it is that you are trying to manifest. You start focusing on that all over again, and there goes your progress. Okay? Don't do that. When you feel yourself starting to kind of start obsessing over the synchronicities and the signs that you're seeing, remind yourself you don't want to push back on the gifts that are being brought to you, okay? So take a step back, take a few deep breaths, and tell yourself, it's okay, I understand, things are moving. Thank you, I'm grateful, I'm truly blessed, and I'm going to continue with my day now. I'm going to get back to this conversation I was having before somebody said this word that, you know, triggered things for me because it was a sign, or before somebody showed me this picture, or before we were walking and I saw someone with the exact same, you know, jacket and hat or whatever that my not significant other, but your divine masculine or divine feminine would wear. You know what will resonate with you. You know what those signs will be. You know what the synchronicities will be. When they happen, make sure you keep your focus, okay? Wizard of awareness. Be aware that you are moving away from your beautiful surrender and being present in the moment and truly enjoying day-to-day life. And you're going back into that obsessive control freak mentality, because honestly that's the best way that I can describe it. It's just this obsessive must know, must control. You want to move away from that, okay? Just be aware of your thoughts, be aware of the things around you. Don't get caught up when those signs start to happen, because you don't want to risk pushing this back, okay? You really don't. It's going to be beautiful, whatever it is. I haven't gotten anything specific other than wow. That was all I got. Wow. When I say wow, it's wow, okay? It's going to be something awesome. So don't try to control that. Don't try to rush it. Go with things, okay? You've been rock bottom. Don't forget that. This isn't where you live. This isn't where you're going to stay. Don't let the fear of being in this place again actually push you and lead you back to there again, because that's what's going to happen. Stay aware. So that slow and steady progress can speed the hell up and everything can come to life. Okay? Okay, I don't know why I don't do the romancy lovey thingy, but I've been hearing this since before I even hit record, so I'm just gonna go for one for you guys. I usually just use this for close friends and family. So I'm just gonna pull one. I still haven't even decided if I even want to do any dabbling into the love and romance category, but I will do one now because I'm kind of being yelled at to do so. So. What is it that needs to come out right now? One more. All right. Just one card, please. These are adorable, by the way. They're the pocket version of these romance angels. All right. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Anything else? One more card, please. It's really weird. Okay, I'm kind of feeling like this is for someone who's actually in a relationship already. Because at the bottom of the deck, we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. But we also have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So what I'm getting from this, the signs are cautioning you, pay attention to red flags. You guys need to get away together. You see the signs. You guys might be arguing more. There may be some tension, or maybe you're not arguing, period, and so you're kind of not talking, and maybe that's the problem. You know, whatever it is, but pay attention to those signs. And then honeymoon and retreat. Yeah, you guys need to get away together. Even if it's just for the day, to go somewhere out in nature, somewhere out in nature. I know that's hard for some people who live in the cities, but just find a park. Find a park you can go to, and go there. Even it doesn't even have to be a park. It could be just a small grassy area somewhere, wherever. But I'm hearing nature, nature, nature. So go there together. I don't know, maybe plan a picnic or something. If you know, if you're not hikers or anything like that, not super outdoorsy, and you just want to go relax somewhere, plan a picnic. Nobody really does that anymore. How cute would that be, right? Plan a picnic. Take them out. Are you debating leaving this relationship? Don't. Not yet, okay? Not yet. Because we have very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, and trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith, okay? And then under that, there's flirt. But with the red flags, the honeymoon and retreat, and me getting that this is definitely for someone who's already in a relationship, but I feel like getting away from all the BS of the day-to-day that you guys are used to, I think that's going to have some sort of impact. I don't know what, for good or for bad, you'll know. But I think that's going to help you to clearly decide. And maybe that's where you're going to get that trust. But I almost feel like this is someone who's been in a relationship and has not been proposed to, or hasn't been asked, you know, to move in, to upgrade the relationship to that next level. Honey, be patient, okay? Because I'm not getting anything like the ones where, so this is just one girl in the card here, but the ones where the people are together, like they're together, okay? This one's honeymoon, and there's an angel on that, what are those things called? I don't even know what they're called. It's in Venice, Italy. It's beautiful. I'll go there one day. But they're on that ride together, and they're super duper close. You probably won't be able to tell because of my camera, but you can't even see where their shoulders blur together. They're just one. So pretty. And then the retreat card, they're walking in nature. She's wearing a wedding dress. And, yeah, and he's in a tux. Okay. And then with the trust card, same thing. They're together, and look, she seems like she's almost in a way pleading with him. I mean, he's a soldier. Maybe he's saying he has to go or something like that. And she looks like she's trying to tell him, please don't go, or she's afraid to, but she's not saying anything. And here's, you know, Cupid's got a funny sense of humor, okay? He's about to either, I feel like he's just going to poke this dude right here who has no idea what's coming. He's like super happy. You can't really see it, can you? See if it focuses. Well, he looks like a little trickster, okay? He's got this grin on his face and he's looking up, making sure he can't be seen, and he's kind of pulling her skirt to the side a little bit. He's hiding behind her and he's about to poke this guy with Cupid's arrow. So you know what that means. And this one here, look, they're completely surrendered to one another. She's so blissfully happy. And look at him. It's like he's worshiping her. She's everything to him. I feel like this message is to a feminine. Don't worry, okay? You guys need to get away. Something cute, something fun. And if this is for a masculine, take your feminine on a freaking picnic, okay? Take her out, just the two of you. Whatever, I'm pretty sure, whatever your person has been expressing to you, pay attention to that. I feel like that's part of the red flags. There's something that they've been nagging about that you've just kind of been brushing off for whatever reason. Pay attention to that. Take your ego out of it and really look at the situation again, okay? But definitely get out together, even if it's just for a day. Just go. Take one of the days on the weekend or whatever day you guys are both off. You know what? If you don't have a whole day, guess what? Life freaking happens. But even if you can just do an hour together out somewhere away from everyone, turn the stupid phones off, whatever, get away from everything else and just be together. There's something significant about that, okay? All right, I hope that helped. If it resonated or you liked it, comment below, hit like, subscribe if you want to see more. I don't know, I may dabble into love readings down the road, but I don't know if I feel called to it. We'll see. If you want to, let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see that, and we'll see where it goes from there, okay?